This is a blank chord diagram. It represents the strings and frets on a guitar. The chord diagram is positioned so that the strings are represented by the up and down lines, or like if the guitar neck were pointed straight upward. So that means that this far right line on the diagram represents the first string. Sometimes you'll see diagrams turned like this, which you can see the strings and frets line up a little better, but for the most part, the most common type of chord diagram faces upward like this. So the far right line represents the first string, and the line next to that represents the second string, and then up through the strings on your guitar. So we're going to be putting dots on these lines, and they're going to represent where you're going to put your fingers. So onto the fifth string, and finally the sixth string. Okay, next thing you need to know are the frets. So that's what these sideways lines represent. And this is the first fret. Notice it's in between the lines, second fret. So we're going to put the dots in between the lines to represent where you put your fingers on the guitar. Okay, so let's put our finger here on the fifth string, second fret on your guitar. That is right here, the fifth string, second fret. So you're going to place your finger there and play that note. Okay, next we're going to look at an open note. It's on the sixth string and it's open, which means you do not have to fret it. You just simply strum it. And that's here on the sixth string. So let's build a chord next. So we're going to start with the sixth string. We're going to have an open note there, so we don't need to do anything quite yet. Just know that you're going to strum that. And then you're going to put your finger on the fifth string, second fret, and then the fourth string, second fret, and then the third, second, and first strings are all open. So there's the third string, there's the second string, it's open, and finally the first string are open. So those are all, you're going to strum all six strings because there's a dot on every string. Okay, next we're going to look at a C chord. So first we're going to build it the opposite direction. We're going to start on the first string. First string is open, second string is the first fret, third string is open, so we don't do anything. Fourth string is on the second fret, so we're going to place your finger there on the fourth string, second fret. And then the fifth string, third fret, so we're going to place a finger there. So it's only three fingers, and we're not going to play the sixth string. Notice that it's X'd out, means you do not play that string, wherever the X is. These here are circled, so you do play them. So versus the X, which you don't play. So this is only a 5-note chord. Now we're going to be playing a little bit further up the fretboard. This number here on the left represents the frets. So, since you know that this is the third fret, you can tell where the other frets are. So here's 4 and 5, although these are not going to be on your typical chord diagram. Okay, and also there's no X's here either, but you're still not going to play those strings. So you don't always have to have an X. If there's nothing there to indicate to play them, then you simply do not play them. But the X is just an extra reassurance. But again, it's not always there.